loves, it's Sam. So I have been kind of sick this week, so in case you're like, why does she sound like she's been crying or dying? I'm just sick. I'm gonna do my weekly faves and fails today, and I have some things that really bummed me out this week. But let's start with the good things first. So the first thing I want to talk about that I have been just super duper loving right now, which is funny because I just spoke about how I love the F40. So normally I use the F40 as my contour from Sigma, which I love, and I got a new one and I still love it. But I remember that when I was younger, I used to always use like a bigger brush that my mom had gotten me for my bronzer. And so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna try it again. So I actually had this Too Faced brush, and I got it a while ago, and I just was like, it's so soft, and I was like, I'm just gonna use this as my, you know, just to apply my bronzer. And you know what? I love it. I really, really like it. You know, it's cool applying it with your contour brush and all, but you know what? I'm just gonna show you, just because, you know what? Never hurts to have a little more bronzer in your life. It just really, it just really creates a very soft contour. I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know, I just really like the way it places it on the face. And I've been doing it in all the same places that I normally do, you know, so like on the forehead and then kind of like just around your temples and everything. But it just, I don't know, it just saves me a little bit of time, and I really, really love it. So I love this brush. It's so soft. It's like seriously the softest brush you'll ever find in your life. Highly recommend it. And plus, it's so cute. Okay, the next thing, I get a lot of people asking me what I use on my teeth to keep them so white. And as most of you know, I do not use whitening. I don't use like any white strips or whitening. I just don't. So I just kind of have to rely on my toothpaste for that. So I just have recently, I always use the Crest 3D white, but I think this is the first time I've used Glamorous white, or maybe I've used it before. But anyway, I think last time I had a different white, and I just got the Glamorous white. I've had it now for like a few weeks. This is the 3D white Glamorous white, and I really do like it. I mean, I got Invisalign right now, so it doesn't show the true whiteness, but I really do think it works. It helps. I drank a lot of honey and lemon tea this week because I've been sick, and so sometimes I try not to drink too much coffee or tea. I hardly ever drink coffee, but just because it does, my teeth, like, they get stained really, really quickly, so I have to be really careful. And luckily, like, I drank it like almost every single day this week, and they're still fine. So if you are looking to like whiten up your teeth, like, you know, without having to do a whitening strips or anything like that, just try this stuff. It's a little bit more expensive, but I really do like it. I think it works. Okay, the next thing is the Laura Geller highlighter, or sorry, baked highlighter in French Vanilla, and I just got this, and it's so beautiful. You know, it's funny because at first I was like, is this just a powder? But then I was like, well, it says highlighter, so it's obviously a highlighter. But I just want to show you like how delicate it is. It's a very, very, very subtle highlight, and it's just so beautiful. It's not something that's going to be like a ridiculous shimmer or like a ridiculous, you know, it doesn't look like crazy highlight. However, it really does just give you that really like natural, almost like dew from your skin coming out versus having a product on. If you can see right there, it's just really, really very natural and very subtle. So I really think a lot of people who aren't used to it, they don't like a whole bunch of crazy frosty shimmer, would really, really like this one. Plus it's really nice for traveling because it's so small. Okay, the next thing is for home, and you guys have to get this. Oh my gosh. So first of all, our washer and dryer, we got a new one. If you don't watch our vlogs, we got the LG, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's by LG, and looks kind of like really weird. It's kind of like a interesting washer and dryer, but it works so well. At first I was like, oh, did we make the wrong choice because it was putting wrinkles in our clothes? I figured it out now. But anyway, it really does wash our clothes so much better than like our old school washer and dryer. But anyway, I noticed that like with our old washer and dryer, I never felt like I had to use fabric softener. Like our clothes were always just really soft. And then with this new one, it's almost like it cleans better. So I was feeling like they were a little, not stiff, but just like they weren't quite as soft as I would like them to be. So I thought, well, I better get some fabric softener. So I got these Snuggle Exhilarations because I already have the dryer sheets. Oh my gosh. If you use this alongside these Snuggle Exhilarations, and the scent is Blue Iris and Bamboo Silk. I've spoke about these before and they're amazing. But you must get these together. I just want to sniff my clothes all day long. Like seriously, it lasts forever. After you get them out of the dryer, you can smell it all over your clothes. It's such a good scent. Go to the store and have a little whiff. You're gonna love it. Seriously, you must get these two together. They're so amazing. And I found both of mine at Target, I think. Yes, Target. So you've got to try it. It's seriously so good. You'll thank me. And when your husband smells your clothes, he'll thank me. When your kids smell their clothes, they'll thank me. It's so good. Okay, on to fails. See, that's not that many things of loves this week. I haven't tried that many new things, but whatever. So the first one I'm actually really bummed about because I was like so hoping that this was gonna work and I was all excited, and then darn it didn't. So this is the Boots Botanics The Power of Plants Soothing Eye Makeup Remover All Bright. I found this at Target. It's in the Boots section, and it just, first of all, it looks like it's gonna be amazing. And you're like, woo, look at that bottle, it's got a flower on it. So as far as removing your eye makeup, it's really nice. It's kind of got an oil, if you can see. There's like an oil and then a water mixture. Or maybe it's a water and oil. I don't know which is which. But then you have to shake it up really, really good until the oil and the water mixes. And it really does remove your eye makeup very, very well. It works really well. It has a nice natural scent. Yeah, super natural. So it's not like super crazy chemicals or anything like that. So at first I was like, oh, I love this. It didn't burn while I was using it. But then I noticed all day long, or all night long, my eyes were watering like crazy. And then the next morning they were still watering. Like every time I used it, like afterwards, my eyes just kept on watering and it was driving me insane. And I was like, what is going on here? And it was obviously this because I hadn't changed anything else that I was using. So it's a real bummer because it actually works really, really well, but it just made my eyes like water. And it wasn't like they burned, they kept watering, and then they would feel a little bit sore, but it was just, I don't know. So there goes another eye makeup remover. I'll probably give this to my sister because she doesn't have the issue like I do. I just have like the weirdest eyes. It's so strange. But however, if you aren't sensitive, you will probably really like this. But if you are sensitive and you do get problems with your eyes, then probably don't get this. So I think I have the world's worst, most sensitive eyes. The world's worst, most sensitive eyes? I don't know. The next product is basically the color more so than the actual product itself. So this is the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Foundation in Tan. And when I got it, it's obviously too tan for it to be a foundation on me. So I thought, well, I'll just use it as a contour color. And you know, it's a good color, but for some reason when I apply it as a contour, it goes a little bit ashy looking on me. And there are some kind of like grayish marbleized, it's like a marbleized thing. The formula itself is really beautiful. It looks really nice on the skin. It's very natural. It doesn't look powdery or cakey or anything like that. It hasn't broken me out. It's just that it ends up going a bit ashy, and I just don't like the color it looks like on me. I think because the MAC one is so warm, I have to have warmth on my face because things tend to go really just purple or ashy looking on me, and for some reason this one did. So what I've actually been doing is using it as a contour color on my eyes, which works really, really beautifully. If you ever have powders that you have on your face that are either a bronzer or a blush, or maybe it's a foundation and it's too dark, like a powder foundation, you can always use them for a contour as your eye color in your crease, because that way you're not wasting the product, and they end up sometimes being a really beautiful color. So I've loved it for my eyes as a contour, but I don't love it on my cheeks because it just goes a bit ashy. But the product itself is very nice. Next thing, again, this is kind of like a color thing, I think. This is the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. Actually, my friend Cassie had told me that she liked this concealer a while ago, and I actually never bought this. I think I got it in like a goodie bag at like BeautyCon, or maybe it was even Generation Beauty, and I never used it. And then I've just been like having issues with my concealers lately, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try this one. So the actual concealer itself is really good. It lasts really, really long. It lasts without having to go into your under eye creases. It really does a good job of kind of like minimizing your pores. Like, it really makes everything just look super duper smooth and like porcelain skin almost when you apply it. But I got the color beige, which it was just in my bag, so obviously I didn't pick the color myself, and it's a bit yellow, and it almost ended up making me look kind of weird. I don't know. I just like towards the end of the night I noticed that like where I have my pigmentation, it looked really, really gray. It was just like my skin tends to look really, it goes just really ashy with certain products just because of my pigmentation problems. So it just was a funny color on me. I just think it's a bit too yellow or something. It just wasn't very good. But the actual product, it seemed to be quite nice. So let me know your thoughts on this, because I'm hoping it was just the color was wrong for me and that's why it looked so weird. It was almost good throughout the day, but it was just at nighttime it just ended up looking a bit strange, like right in this area. So definitely let me know your thoughts if you have liked this product, because I would love to know. Okay, next thing, I am wearing it today, and I think it's the Chanel Aqua Lumiere in the color 30. So I got a sample of this from the Chanel counter when I went to Dillard's in Reno from my friend who actually has been on YouTube and has been my friend for a long time through YouTube, and we finally got to meet. I think we vlogged about it. So she gave me a sample of it. I'm pretty sure it's the Chanel Aqua Lumiere. But anyway, I put it on today. It's like halfway through the day, and I've just been looking so oily. I mean, the foundation itself is very beautiful, and I think if you have dry skin, like normal to dry, or mature, I think you would really, really love it because it's a beautiful finish. It doesn't look cakey at all. It's very skin-like. It really does a great job of evening everything out without looking cakey or super duper foundation-like. It really just, it is nice. However, the longevity of it, like all on my nose, I like literally have no more foundation on my nose anymore. And then as far as oil control, I have already powdered twice, and I'm just looking so greasy. I don't know if it's gonna show in camera, but in real life, I am a Vaseline face. So it just doesn't work for oily skin, but I really do feel like for dry or normal to dry skin, you would probably really, really like it because it is a beautiful foundation and it gives you that nice dew. So I think that's probably who it's made for because it does not work on my skin. Like, it's just disappeared already. Okay, and then the last kind of disappointment fail for me was the BH Party Girl After Hours palette. You know, I have it on today, and while it's like, you know, my eyes look fine, it feels like when I look in the mirror, it looks like my makeup has been on for like 12 hours as far as my eyeshadow goes. The pigmentation just isn't there. It really just doesn't stay very well. When you put it on even, it's like cool, but it's like not that great. You know what I mean? Like, it has a lot of really great colors to choose from. Some of them are a little bit, you know, wild for my liking. But for me, I don't know, they're just like not ridiculous. Like this one I thought was gonna be amazing. So I swatched it and like, that's it, really? This one is actually decently pigmented, that's okay, but then I have it on my eyes today and it's nothing fancy. There's nothing like super duper amazing about it. This color right here is actually really nice. I do like this one for in your crease. It's actually a really great color, but some of them just like, I don't know, they just really didn't do it for me. I mean, that one's decent. So it just, it's like a hit and miss kind of palette. Like some colors are really cool, like that's a really pigmented color. That one's really nice. But like even when you swatch them, they look better. And then when you apply them, you're like, really, that's it? Like that's all I'm getting? So for me, it's just kind of a hit and miss palette. It's like some ones are really good, some ones are really bad, but then at the end of the day, like halfway through your day and you look in the mirror, you're like, I look haggard. Like my eyeshadow does not even have any sparkle or pizzazz or wow. It's just like, I mean, when you get up close, it's like, yeah, it looks nice. It's a little bit of shimmer, but it's just like not all there for me. And I just have such a hard time because I do love Urban Decay so much. I do love Marc Jacobs eyeshadow so much. So I think I'm just kind of spoiled, and so it skews my I can't think of the word, my opinion of other shadows, because I'm like, this is not nearly as good as Urban Decay. Obviously it's not, because the price is so different. But I mean, for a cheaper palette, I think there's better. I honestly think there's better. For example, the Baked Shadows from BH Cosmetics, love this palette. This one I could do without. So that's my weekly faves and fails. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my blog samschuerman.com, which I said I was going to do swatches of Sigma, and then my phone ran out of memory or storage space, and then I never got rid of pictures, and so I never did put it up, so I will do that. Sorry. Or if you guys don't even care, just let me know. Don't even worry about it, Sam, just do something else instead. Okay, I'm gonna go now.